Congratulations.
The definition of an angry black woman is what most people say, because I hear it a lot. When most people say that a woman that walks around and she has pissy fits about everything, and she's just angry about just anything possible. Or I mean, I came across girls, angry black women, quote unquote, and I think that's the description of it usually.
The quintessential angry black woman would be like the whole I'm a strong, independent black woman type. It's like guys ain't shit. Guys aren't shit, and it's kind of that whole self-sufficient theme has to resonate with everyone around them. And they're just I don't know, extremely assertive and aggressive. And just mad, they have a chip on their shoulders. The thing is, you can be independent and not have to say you're independent. I mean, if you are something, you don't really need to keep announcing it to people. People are going to perceive that on their own. But it's are you convincing us or are you convincing yourself? It's not just about being independent. It's good to be independent and self-sufficient. Don't get me wrong, but when you're being a little bit more, you're being aggressive, you're just, the whole angry thing I think comes from also the whole I don't need a man type of, that whole diatribe, I don't need a guy, I don't need a man, guys ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. So it's I think that's where the angriness comes from. It just seems like you're mad at the world or you have a score to settle. And it's not attractive. I think other women are aggressive, but I feel that black women tend to have more reasons to be aggressive. And what I mean by that is being that other women, that black women aren't given, as a whole, on average, aren't given the same opportunities as every other type of woman. White women, Asian women, they're not going to have the same struggles. The struggles that they've been through may have put them in a place where they do feel that they need to be self-sufficient. A lot of them perhaps only have one parent, a single mother that said you can't lead from a guy, you have to stand on your own. So I think that whole being taught that from perhaps the single mothers that they grew up with, just kind of makes them, I don't know, it just kind of repeats, I feel. You see what I'm saying? So the aggression, I feel, just comes from experience. And it's misplaced. Most of the time, it doesn't need to come out as you're upset. That's not attractive. It's not attractive to feel like you're upset all the time. Or you have to even out the score with someone. That's the whole thing. The stereotypes of black women in this country are perhaps unfortunate for the most part. I mean, there are some good ones, but it just seems that black women are depicted normally as these angry women. So people will definitely, when you hear that, angry black women, it's so synonymous, it kind of just flows. When you hear angry Asian women or angry white women, just that depiction, the way that you're being depicted, has to have some effect on you, It has to have some type of effect on you. It's not, black women as a whole in this country, you're not depicted in the best light, but you don't have to. You don't have to pay attention to that, I feel like. Often, interracial dating doesn't seem to be a possibility to a lot of black women for some reason. I guess this is one thing. You cannot tell someone who to be attracted to. If someone doesn't feel that they're attracted to other races, other cultures, they feel more comfortable with their own people, fine. But it's you can't, as a woman, you are being approached. You're not really approaching. If other men don't approach you, you essentially aren't given much of a choice. If only black men approach you, that's really the only people you can date. And if it's only black men that are around you, you don't really have much of a choice, right? But I don't know. I feel like a lot of women, a lot of black women, they feel this allegiance to black men that black men don't necessarily reciprocate back, and that's not really just a black man thing. It's just a man thing. Men don't really care about like preserving culture and race, ethnic identity as much as women do. As if you see with like mixed children, mixed kids, multi-ethnic, and multi-ethnic kids, it's oftentimes the man that, you know, will go out and marry someone outside of this. Obviously, the woman is doing it too, but obviously the woman is doing it too. But I'm saying in a culture where it's more like it's more normalized to just kind of stick within your own people, you will see that men go outside more in general in almost any culture. So men don't see it like that. Men, if you're attractive, you're chill, you're a good woman, they can see you as a possible wife and mother. It's really all that's it. Whether you're black or not, like, oh, I can't talk to you Asian woman, or I can't talk to you white woman, you're not black. Like, it's just not happening for most black men. And this is another thing. It seems to me that black men seem to have more of a pick. Again, that men approach, and men who are educated, who, you know, do have a decent living, a decent job, can essentially get most women that he wants. They can essentially have their pick. So it's like a pool of women, and you see that these black men aren't really going to you. I mean, there's like a pool of women. These black men aren't going to just choose the black one.